episode of the MRNN's Headline News Weekly Show. Matt Chef here with this week's top stories in the land of racing in the metaverse. Welcome to the Metaverse Racing News Network. And today's top stories, we've got a couple of doozies coming at you. Upland Racing Series, the Blossom Series, is slated to begin on April 4th and run through May 15th. The Champion Circuit Finals will be held on Friday, May 17th at 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we are going to be at the Empire State Building Monument Speedway. I'm not sure if it's open yet, but I'm sure it will be by the time the finals run around. So we're super excited to get the Blossom Series underway for the Upland Racing Series. We've got a couple of rule changes that are coming up with this series. Races will be able to be started with the new max performance score. And that means that no one with a higher tiered car will be able to join your race. So if you're running with S1s or S1E with a max performance score of, say, 197, if you put that in as the maximum performance score that you're willing to accept for your race, then only cars as high as an S1E will be able to join. Each vehicle is assigned a max performance score that is now available on the vehicle ID page, so you can input an MPS score that has not exceeded the number entered. This is how Upland is going to start to level the playing field a bit for racing, and also the start of how the consumables will be introduced into Upland. That's coming soon. So you'll be able to use consumables to upgrade your vehicle to compete with some of the larger vehicles, some of the faster vehicles. So be sure to check out the Upland website and the announcement that just came out a little bit earlier today about the Blossom Series racing that's coming up, and get more information about the maximum performance score. It's also going to change up how the leaderboard will look. It's now divided it into the maximum performance score instead of car class. So the Upland Champion Circuit cars, those are the cars that are going for the Upland Champion Circuit Championship. Those cars will be listed with an NPS score of 175 to 226 on the leaderboard, and those will be the only vehicles to earn points towards the Upland Champion Circuit Championship. Races now must be public. No more private races will be accepted to get points for the leaderboard. So all of your races have to be public. So I just encourage everybody to start races, start them on whatever track you want. All the other rules are going to be the same. All the point awards are the same. You still have to have three active real life players in your race for the points to qualify. The more players you have, the more points you earn. So make sure you keep up with that and get those races in there. So only public races this time around. So we're going to see how that rolls out. And the finals for the champions races will also now have a qualifying lap. So once we get into the champion series circuit races championships on May 17th, that will also have a qualifying lap involved in them as well. So if we want to take a look real quick at the official Upland Blossom Series Championship Circuit points, currently we have Phalos in the lead with 30 points, Sheehan Raza with 25, Mash Chef with 20, XAOC 777 with 18, Metashbook with 15, Akapropi with 12, Matsuda R with 10, San Mahoney with 8, JH Tolton with 6, Big Norm with 4, M Waga Mizzy with 2, and Maddox with 1. That is the top 12 that is currently running for the championship circuit. So super excited to be a part of this for this upcoming season. Um, if we want to go ahead and jump over to the Upland Racing League, we'll check out the leaderboard for this week. After after 6 races, um, we concluded the week 6 of the Upland Racing League Stock Car Competition Series Championship. MMVM continuing their team dominance with the fifth team win in the last six races. San Mahoney maintains the first place lead with his third win in four races, extending his lead, while Matsuda is still only 3 points behind. KO Ninja is going to need a good showing this week to hold on to the third place spot and have a chance at the championship as well, because rookie of the season, Wander 1976, has now moved up into a tie for third at 46 points, just ahead of Buellman at 39 for fifth place, M. Wagamizzi for sixth, Meta Spook in seventh, J.H. Tolton in eighth, TB 125 ninth, Swedish Mogul 10th, and Dr. Tid rounding out the 11 racers in the Upland Racing League. If we check over at the money list, San Mahoney not only has taken over first spot for the last 2 weeks in the points race, but he has also taken over spot number one in the money list as well, coming in with 440,000 upics in earnings so far through six races. Matsuda dropping down with 420,000. KO Ninja in third place with 300,000. Taking a look at this week's track over in the URL, we are on week number 7. We are on the Van Nuys Trophy. Sorry, I've got this labeled incorrectly. It is the Van Nuys Trophy, not the Schools Out Speedway. That was last week. So I apologize for that. This is a 2.20 mile track with 20 turns. It is a tricky track. It's a lot of fun. It's a little bit longer than last week's Schools Out Speedway. So I would look for times roughly around the 3 minute 30-second mark. The lineups for this week's races are coming in with Heat 1, KO Ninja, Dr. Tid, San Mahoney, M. Wagamizzi, Buellman, and Metaspook in Heat number 1 with M. Wagamizzi as the starter. Heat number 2 sees J.H. Tolton, Matsuda, Swedish Mogul, Wander 1976, and TB 125 in there for this week's race at the Van Nuys Trophy. So everybody, be sure to tune in this week, Friday, 10:30 a.m. Pacific Time, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Week 7 of the Upland Racing League Competition Series Championship. We are going to see the last 2 weeks really coming together, as they're really the top three definitely have a shot at the championship, providing that certain things happen throughout the race. So it's going to be interesting to see how this season plays out. All right, let's take a quick look at the auto market wrap up for this week. In this week's MV Motors market wrap up, brought to you by ablend.me, we see the market is pretty stagnant for the most part, except for the huge UPX move on the cargo van, up 146.71% over last week, while the USD market for the same vehicle drops 27.3% down to 141.75 USD from 194.25. For the second week in a row, the Series T had just 0.63% over original mint in UPIX and a drop in the USD price of 8.33% over last week to 57.75. Still the best deal out there, in my opinion. So definitely take a look around. Make sure you shop around. Get yourself a vehicle. Get out there. Get racing. We got Blossom season. Open it up. Make sure you check it all out. You can get there through the resources tab in the 3 button menu in your Upland. You can also get there through the chat announcements or through the Upland Racing League Discord server. All the information is laid out there as well. If you like to keep up on the news of what's happening around the Upland Racing League, be sure to like and subscribe this video and get all of the news as it comes to you. And that's going to do it for this week's show. Thank you for watching Headline News Weekly. And this is Mass Chef coming at you, and we will see you on the track.